we making too much of this Britney Spears case? I mean, is there something to learn from the case that all of us should be aware of? Or is this just a case that maybe we're just paying too much attention to simply because she's Britney Spears?
How about both? Yes to both. Okay. The one thing I'll say about having somebody who's a celebrity is, of course, celebrities they're just like the rest of us, right? They put their pants on one leg at a time. But because they're in the public view, it gives a nice illustration as to how things can either go well or how things can go horribly wrong. And in Britney Spears' case, there's still a lot that I don't know, right? I don't have access to a lot of the information that was presented to the court, and nor should I. Most of it is not public information; it's private information. But it does illustrate some of the abuses that we typically see. I kind of joke that I didn't go into law to become a civil rights attorney, and yet I find myself more and more defending people with disabilities and their civil rights. And again, people like Britney Spears and some of the challenges that she's had, we see this in other jurisdictions, and I think it's helped people. Helped shine a light on real issues. The issue of forced medication. She says she was forced to take a psychiatric medication even though it made her feel very ill and she didn't want to take it. She claims that she was forced to continue birth control even though she didn't want it. This is actually a common practice in many states. Mm-hmm. Should somebody have the right to bear children is a fundamental right. Mm-hmm. The right to refuse medical care is a fundamental right. So why does somebody, simply because they have a mental illness or other disability, why should their rights be infringed?
Right.
And so it is a great illustration and one that I think a lot of people relate to. But is her tragedy any worse than anyone else in her situation? No, it's not. It's just as horrible for everyone. But she just happens to have a